RadioCare is a quirky old-school radio show playing music from the 70s to present day. RadioCare wants to connect with you through music.
And a very good evening and welcome to RadioCare. I'm Mike Howard and I'm going to be with you for the next hour or so. So how's everyone's day been? I don't know about the rest of the world or the UK, but in Coventry it's been a washout today. It's just rained all day. So let's stick some nice music on and cheer us all up. This one is Ladies' Night by Kool and the Gang.
Baby, sophisticated mama, come on you disco lady, yeah, stay with me tonight mama, yeah.
If you hear any noise, it ain't the boys, it's ladies' night. Gonna step out ladies' night, stepping out ladies' night. Gonna step out ladies' night, stepping out ladies' night.
Your name will be seen. You can fulfill all your dreams. Party here, party there, everywhere. This is your night, baby, and you've got to be there. Well, this is your night tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. This is your night tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. This is your night tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. This is your night tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. This is your night tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. This is your night tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. This is your night tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. This is your night tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. This is your night tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. This is your night tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. This is your night tonight.
No need to feel lonely. Tune in to RadioCare via podcast weekly. RadioCare is hosted by Mike Howard, broadcasting from Coventry to the world.
Yes, live tonight from Coventry. I'm getting used to doing these live broadcasts. I'm actually enjoying doing them. So that was Kool and the Gang from 1979, and Ladies' Night reached number 9 in the UK charts. So I hope that's got us warmed up for some good music tonight. There's a right mixture of music, so I hope you enjoy it. There's something there for everyone, I hope. This next one is I Love Music by the OJs.
Get it on, get it on, get it on, get it on, yeah.
And what a great song that is. That's I Love Music from the OJs. That was 1975. So that got to number 1 in the Soul Singles charts, number 5 in the US Billboard charts, and it got to number 13 in the UK charts. So, yep, that was the OJs. This one is one I've been meaning to play for a while. This is Hot Chocolate, and Everyone's a Winner. And that was another great song from the 70s. That was Hot Chocolate and Everyone's a Winner. That was from 1978, and it was from the album of the same name. And that was released around about sort of March 1978. And it got to number 12 in the UK charts, and it got to number 6 in the US charts. It was actually one of their highest entries behind You Sexy Thing. I think they're actually quite an underrated band. I actually liked them, and I still do. I think they're a great band. So, good evening if anyone's just joined tonight. This is RadioCare. I'm Mike Howard, and I play music from the 70s up to present day, and there's a right old mixture of songs that we have on here. So hopefully there's something for everyone. There will be some ones that will sort of take you back to the disco era, some that will sort of lead you into sort of like the 80s sort of clubbing sort of era. You know, so there's something here for everyone. So this next one's one by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. It's Don't Leave Me This Way. It was covered by the Communards in 1986, but this is a 1975 version.
Join Mike Howard at RadioCare as you travel in time from the 70s to present day. Over an hour of top tunes and great banter.
Probably need to get that jingle changed because it's over an hour and a half now. It just seems to sort of grow each week. As I said last week, I just love music so much and I want to share it with everyone. So that was Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes and Don't Leave Me This Way. So this next one's from probably one of the greatest sort of singers of the 70s. This one's from David Bowie, and this one is Ziggy Stardust.
played guitar, jamming good with Weird and Gilly and the Spiders from Mars. He played it left hand, but made it too far. Became the special man, then we were Ziggy's band. Ziggy really sang, screwed up eyes and screwed down hairdo, like some cat from Japan. He could lick 'em by smiling, he could leave 'em to hang. They came on so loaded, man, well hung in snow white tan. So where were the spiders while the fly tried to break our bones? Well, just the beer like to guide us. So we bitched about his fans and should we crush his sweet hands. Ziggy played for time, jiving us that we were voodoo. The kids were just crass, he was the Nas with God-given ass. He took it all too far, but boy could he play guitar. Making love with his ego, Ziggy sucked up into his mind, like a leper messiah. When the kids had killed a man, I had to break out the band. Oh yeah. Ziggy played guitar.
And what a fantastic song that is. That was David Bowie and Ziggy Stardust from The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. And that was in 1972. Peaked at number 15 in the UK charts. So again, good evening to anyone who's just joined. I'm just looking at the stats at the moment, and we're 5 songs in and we're up to 1,150 listeners. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you stay tonight and enjoy the music. It's a right old mixture, like I said earlier on, something for everyone. And this next one is one by the band America. I really actually did like them, and it's not going to be the one that you probably think it is, Horse with No Name. I've gone for Ventura Highway.
Chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road. Tell me, how long you gonna stay here, Joe? Some people say this town don't look good in snow. You don't care, I know. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. Cause the free wind is blowing through your hair, and the days surround your daylight there. Seasons crying no. shooting star, waiting for the early train. Sorry, boy, but I've been hit by purple rain. Aw, come on, Joe, you can always change your name. Thanks a lot, son, just the same. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause a free wind is blowing through your hair, and the days surround your daylight there. Seasons crying, no despair. Alligator lizards in the air, in the
And that was America and Ventura Highway. And that was in 1972. It reached number 43 in the UK charts, stayed there for 4 weeks, but it did actually become a hit in Australia, reaching number 4 in 1976. So round about 75, 76, on a Saturday evening, there was either game shows on TV, our parents would probably be watching, but there was a brand new programme that started in 1975. It featured 2 cops, and that was Starsky and Hutch. Loved it to bits. And David Soul, who was Hutch in the series, he also was a singer as well, and he brought out this song in 1977. So for any of you ladies out there who had a crush on David Soul back in your childhood, back in your teens, this one's for you.
Don't give up on us, baby. Don't make the wrong seem right. The future isn't just one night. It's written in the moonlight, painted on the stars. We can't change ours. Don't give up on us, baby. We're still worth one more try. I know we put a last one by, just for a rainy evening, when maybe stars are few. Don't give up on us, I know we can still come through. I really lost my head last night. You've got a right to stop believing. There's still a little love left, even so. Don't give up on us, baby. Lord knows we've come this far. Can't we stay the way we are? The angel and the dreamer, who sometimes plays a fool. Don't give up on us, I know we can can still come through. It's written in the moonlight and painted on the stars. We can't change ours. Don't give up on us, baby. We're still worth one more try. I know we put a last one by, just for a rainy evening, when maybe stars are few. Don't give up on us, I know we can still come through. Don't give up on us, baby. Don't give up on us, baby.
RadioCare is a quirky old-school radio show playing music from the 70s to present day. RadioCare wants to connect with you through music.
Oh, I bet you were all listening to that and thinking back to your childhoods or your teenage years with David Soul, with posters on your bedroom wall. I know you lot. So I've got a couple of shout-outs today. There was a couple of birthdays yesterday, so to say happy birthday to my old mate David Miles and Peter Lister. Both live in Lowestoft and they had birthdays yesterday. And to shout out and say a big happy birthday to Gavin Matthews in New Zealand. I believe he's in North Island. I know he was Lower Hutt, but he might be sort of a bit further towards sort of Wellington now. So happy birthday, Gavin. And that's my wife's cousin, so does that make him a cousin-in-law? And the last one is a big shout out to my son Kieran Howard, whose birthday is tomorrow. He's going to be 19, so just want to wish him the happiest of birthdays. Just to say that I've missed not being able to see him this year because of the pandemic and everything, and I hope sort of things are going all right at university. He's at Sheffield University doing law, so I'm so proud of him. So happy birthday, Kieran. So this next one is one from Janet Kay, and it's Silly Games.
to blame, 'cause I know you feel the same. I can see it in your eyes, but I've got no time to live this life. No, I've got no time to play your silly
And that was Silly Games from Janet Kay, and that was from 1979. I think it's really sad because it was only in the UK that became a hit, that reached number 2. Now that should have been a hit sort of everywhere else because it's such a great song. I think it's brilliant. So this next one, sticking with that sort of theme of music, this one's by The Police and it's Walking on the Moon. And that was The Police from 1979, Walking on the Moon from the Regatta de Blanc album. It was a #1 hit in the UK. So, for anyone that's just joined, I can see we're up to just over 2,400 people listening. So welcome and thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you've had a good day wherever you are. It looks like everyone's listening in the UK. I can't sort of see any flags for abroad. So welcome. It'd be great to sort of like know where you're sort of listening from. Just to say, I record these shows and I put them out on a podcast. So they're available on Spotify. They're available on Apple Podcast. And Spreaker, which is the one that I actually record it on. So if you can't listen to the whole show, or if you want to listen to some of the other shows I've recorded, go and have a look at RadioCare, hosted by Mike Howard, and you'll find me on there. I think there's about 12 on there so far, and they've got better as a sort of, I've got more confidence sort of as we go along. So I'm really enjoying making these shows. It's something that you know, I was once told that I had a face for radio, so I don't know whether that's an insult or not. Anyway, this next one is one by Big Mountain, and this one is Baby I Love Your Way.
Ooh, baby, I love your way every day, yeah, yeah. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. Shadows grow so long before my sunset in your eyes, brown and gray and blue besides. Clouds are stalking islands in the sun. I wish I could buy one out of season, but don't. I
And that was Big Mountain, Baby I Love Your Ways from 1994. It appeared on the soundtrack of the film Reality Bites. It was heading for number one, only got as far as number two because Wet 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 had the top spot forever and ever with Love Is All Around. But it did well sort of throughout Europe and even in Australia and New Zealand, and reached number two in Canada as well. The original was actually by Peter Frampton, and that's just as good, that version, but I thought I'd stick the Big Mountain version on. Right, I'm going to change the tempo and change the style of music, and this one's from Transvision Vamp, and it's Baby I Don't Care. And that was Transvision Vamp, Baby I Don't Care from 1989. It remains one of their highest charting singles, peaking at number 3 in the UK charts, and in Australia it ranked in the number 25 of the Australian End of Year charts of 1989. So this next band before I tell you a little bit about them, today Coventry City played Millwall, and the score today was 6-1. So well done, Coventry. Play up Sky Blues. That's what we say up this end of the woods. So this next band is a Coventry band. Most people think of the Specials, Selector, Hazel O'Connor and King, and they forget about the Primitives. So the Primitives formed in 1984, and this song is from their 1988 debut album, Lovely, and this song is Crash.
Here you go, way too fast. Don't slow down, you're gonna crash. You should watch your step. Don't look out, gonna break your neck. So shut your mouth. 'Cause I'm not listening anyhow. I had enough of you. Enough to last a lifetime through. So what do you want of me? Got no words of sympathy. And if I go around with you, you know that I'll get messed up too with you. Here you go, way too fast. Don't slow down, you're gonna crash. You don't know what's been going down. You've been running all over town, so shut your mouth. 'Cause I'm not listening anyhow. I had enough of you. Enough to last a lifetime through. So what do you want of me? Got no cure for misery. And if I go around with you, you know that I'll get messed up too with you. With you. With you. No, 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 no. You're gonna crash. No, 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 no. You're gonna crash. No, 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 no. You're gonna crash. No, 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 no. You're gonna crash. No, 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 no,
No need to feel lonely. Tune in to RadioCare via podcast weekly. RadioCare is hosted by Mike Howard, broadcasting from Coventry to the world.
To the world and beyond. I say that every week, and I never get tired of saying that. So that was the Primitives, Crash from 1988. I can remember buying the album. I went into HMV in Coventry and bought it. So I've got a bit of a rocky theme sort of going. This next one's one by Roxette, and this one's called Listen to Your Heart.
I know there's something in the wake of your smile. I get Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. But listen to your heart before you tell him And there are voices that want to be heard. So much to mention, but you can't find the words. The sense of magic, the beauty that's been. When love was wilder than the wind. Listen to your heart. Take a listen when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. Take a listen. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before. Oh, listen to your heart. Take a listen when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. Take a listen. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. But listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. Listen to your heart. Take a listen to it. Take a listen to
And that was Listen to Your Heart from Roxette, which are a Swedish pop music duo. That's what they've been listed as. Originally released in September 88 in Sweden as the second single from the duo's studio album Look Sharp. It did actually do pretty well sort of in America and Canada, reaching number one in the US without commercially being released. Not so good in the UK. On the original release, it reached number 62 in the UK charts, and then that was in 1989, and then it was released again as a reissue following the success for It Must Have Been Love in August 1990, where it finally reached number 6 in the UK singles charts. So this next one is one by Tapao, and this one is Heart and Soul, and it's from 1987 from their debut album Bridge of Spies. And that was Heart and Soul by T'Pau from 1987. It reached number 4 in both the US and the UK charts. So we're going to miss the 90s and we're going to jump straight into the noughties. This one's from Daniel Powter and this one's Bad Day. We've all had bad days, but this one's Bad Day.
Where is the moment we needed the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. Tell me your blue skies fade to grey. Tell me your passion's gone away. And I don't need no carrying on. You stand in the line just to hit a new low. You're faking a smile with the coffee to go. And tell me your life's been way offline. You fall into pieces every time. And I don't need no carrying on. 'Cause you had a bad day. You take it one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know. You tell me don't lie. You work on a smile and you go for a ride. You have a bad day. The camera don't lie. You're coming back down and you really don't mind. You had a bad day. You had a bad day. Well, you need a blue sky holiday. The point is they laugh at what you say. And I don't need no carrying on. You had a bad day. You take it one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know. You tell me don't lie. You work on a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day. The camera don't lie. You're coming back down and you really don't mind. You had a bad day. Sometimes the system goes on the blink and the whole thing it turns out wrong. You might not make it back and you know that you could be well, that's wrong. And I'm not wrong. So where was the passion when you needed the most? Oh, you and I, you kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. 'Cause you had a bad day. You take it one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know. You tell me don't lie. You work on a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day. You see what you like and how does it feel? One more time. You had a bad day. You had a bad day. Had a bad day.
And that was Daniel Powter, Bad Day. It looks like that song went about sort of the houses a bit. It looks like it was originally recorded in 2002, but this version was 2005. Produced by Jeff Dawson and Mitchell Froome. Now, Mitchell Froome was involved with Crowded House, actually playing in the band and producing for the band. I think he produced their Woodface album in 1991, but he's actually touring with them at the moment. But this particular song for Daniel Powter was used for the French Coca-Cola advert at Christmas. So quite a strange song to use for that, but it reached number 2 in the UK charts in 2005. So this next one is one by Avril Lavigne. I've slowed it down a bit, and this one's called When You're Gone.
I always needed time on my own. I never thought I'd need you there when I cry. And the days feel like years when I'm alone. And the bed where you lie is made up on your side. When you walk away, I count the steps that you take. Do you see how much I need you right now? When you're gone, the pieces of my heart are missing you. When you're gone, the face I came to know is missing too. When you're gone, the words I need to hear to always get me through the day and make it okay. I miss you. I've never felt this way before. Everything that I do reminds me of you. And the clothes you left, they lie on the floor, and they smell just like you. I love the things that you do. When you walk away, I count the steps that you take. Do you see how much I need you right now? When you're gone, the pieces of my heart are missing you. And when you're gone, the face I came to know is missing too. And when you're gone, the words I need to hear to always get me through the day and make it okay. I miss you. We were made for each other, out here forever. I know we were. Yeah. All I ever wanted was for you to know. Everything I do, I give my heart and soul. I can hardly breathe, I need to feel you here with me. When you're gone, the pieces of my heart are missing you. And when you're gone, the face I came to know is missing too. And when you're gone, the words I need to hear will always get me through the day and make it okay. I miss you.
And that was Avril Lavigne, When You're Gone, from 2007. It was from the album The Best Damn Thing. It did really well in Europe. When it was actually released in the UK, it entered at number 32 in the UK singles charts, but did peak at number 3. Ended the year as the 54th most purchased song in the UK. But throughout Europe, that did actually get to number 4 in the European Hot 100. So it did sort of pretty well sort of over this way. I think she's got a great voice, and that's one of the sort of best songs I think that she ever did. I've liked most of her stuff, but I think this one is a great one. So, changing the style again a little bit, this one's one by Lily Allen, and this one is Smile. Lily Allen, Smile, from 2006, got to #1 in the UK charts. So I'm slowing it down as we get near the end of the show, and I'm going to be playing a couple of new songs as well. But before I get to the new ones, this is one by Adele, and this one's called When We Were Young.
Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk to the way you move. Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home. You're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? 'Cause I've been by myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a movie. You sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we're scared of getting old and made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. I was so scared to face my fears. Nobody told me that you'd be here. And I swear you moved overseas. That's what you said when you left me. You still look like a movie. You still sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old and made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. When we were young, when we were young, when we were young, when we were young. It's hard to admit that everything just takes me back to when you were there, to when you were there. And a part of me keeps holding on just in case it hasn't gone, 'cause I still care. Do you still care? It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. When we were young. When we were young. When we were young. Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old and made us restless. Oh, I'm so mad I'm getting old, it makes me reckless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song when we were young.
And that was Adele, When We Were Young, from 2015. It was from her album 25. It did reach number 9 in the commercial UK charts, but did make it to number 1 in the UK indie charts. Now, we all think back to times when we were younger. I often think back sort of to the 80s and 70s, and I'm sure my parents, they used to sort of think back to sort of their sort of happy times in the 60s and 50s. My dad was a lot older, and his era was 50s and 40s. He was born in the 1930s, but this song just got me thinking sort of like about when we were young, and it's quite poignant because today is the anniversary of the victory in Europe. So on the 8th of May 1945, it was when the war ended in Europe. And I'm really surprised I haven't seen much about that sort of on the news or heard it. So I thought I'd give it a mention on here, and just, don't forget the people that actually sort of fought for us, and just respect them. They went through a lot, and you know our grandparents and our great-grandparents probably went through a lot, to get us where we are today. So that's just my thoughts on that. So this next one's one by Imelda May. It's from her new album, and I'm going to be playing a couple of new songs, and this one's called Diamonds.
I listen to what you say. I won't just throw love away. If you talk from the truth, I'll hear the gold in you. Walking on sands for fools, 'cause when the wind blows it moves. So darling, let's dig deep. There's diamonds beneath our feet. Don't catch the moon for me. Don't tame the raging sea. Don't need to wish on stars. We don't have to reach that far. Everything's right where we are. But sometimes it hurts to know what it's worth. So we gotta dig deep to the diamonds beneath our feet. The world is for us to take. If every mistake we make binds us together strong, turns into right our wrongs. So say what you wanna say, say it out loud. Quietly we both know that a rose is a rose is a rose. Don't catch the moon for me. Don't tame the raging sea. Don't need to wish on stars. We don't have to reach that far. Everything's right where we are. But sometimes it hurts to know what it's worth. So we gotta dig deep to the diamonds beneath our feet.
Join Mike Howard at RadioCare as you travel in time from the 70s to present day. Over an hour of top tunes and great banter.
And that was Diamonds from Imelda May. The Irish singer, she's just released an album called 11 Past the Hour. Now this single hasn't been released as a single yet, but it's worthy of a play on RadioCare. The album has gone to number 1 in Ireland and to number 6 in the UK. I've got it, I downloaded it recently, and it's a great album. She's got some collaborations with Ronnie Wood and Noel Gallagher on there, so it's a great album. So if you haven't listened to it, get a chance to. Imelda May, I've got a couple of her albums, and she's done all sorts of styles of music, from rockabilly to country to pop. She's done all sorts, and she's brilliant. So another band that I liked that have just brought out a new single, and they're releasing the album sort of very soon. Well, actually, no, it was released on the 30th of April, so I'm a bit out of date on there. But this is the band The Coral, and this one's called Lover Undiscovered.
Wakes up, a lover undiscovered, brightens up the grey skies today. at her. How could I forgive her for making me give myself away? When she comes to me, it's like a song on the sea of time. She calls out my name, it echoes in the light, chasing away the shadows of the night. And when she's gone, there will never be another lover undiscovered. Time has come for me to tell the story of how her sweet love dances all around. She's laughing, tells me not to worry. If the darkness falls upon this house, when her head hangs down, it's like the sun touching the tide. She calls out my name, it echoes in the light, chasing away the shadows of the night. And when she's gone, there will never be another lover undiscovered. When October comes, she paints the moon on a paper sky. She calls out my name, it echoes in the light, chasing away the shadows of the night. And when she's gone, there will never be another lover undiscovered. Lover undiscovered. Lover undiscovered.
And that was from the Coral, Lover Undiscovered, from their new album, Coral Island, that was released at the end of April. I think this is going to be a really good album for them. I have checked out a couple of the tracks, and it's got a very 60s feel to it, and they've always had that sort of Mersey beat, come the Birds type sort of feel to them. That transatlantic 60s pop. I really like it. So this next one's a new release, a solo release from one of Spandau Ballet. This is from Gary Kemp, and it's called Ahead of a Game. We're down to the last few songs. There's only 3 left to play. I hope you've enjoyed the show tonight. I've enjoyed playing the songs and rambling like I normally do. So, like I say, we're getting near the end, but this one is Gary Kemp, and it's Ahead of a Game.
Such energy.
And that was Gary Kemp, Ahead of a Game. That was from his up-and-coming album, In Solo, which has got a bit of a sort of 70s infected sort of feel to it. He's actually shared the album and that particular track with guitarist Richard Jones, who was in the Feeling, and they're another great band that I've seen live. They're an amazing band to see live, and he says that Richard's sort of influenced by 70s pop bands like Wings, 10cc and Supertramp, and you can hear that coming through. So I hope it does well. I like Spandau Ballet, and yeah, that's a good one by Gary Kemp. So this next one is from another legend. This one is from Paul Weller, and it's probably the last song I'm going to be playing, apart from the one that I play when I sign off tonight. So just to say thank you for everyone that's joined tonight, and hope you've enjoyed the mix of music, and join me again next week. But before I do say my proper goodbyes, here's Shades of Blue by Paul Weller.
Of scales and the balance of time preceded. The ticking of clocks and silent homes admitted. Larks ascending, clash with planes. Oh, my soul, what will I do to defeat them? Nothing inside, nothing outside. The kitchen, what I'm left with, I don't know. Spend all your life just to find out. All that matters is close to you. The people you know, the things that you show, shape our views. Dream in shades of blue. Street of contemplation, he lost it. And in the midnight bars of annihilation, he lost it. Truth is that there wasn't his to lose. Spend all your life just to find out. All that matters was close to you. People you know, the things that you show, shape our blues. The places you've been to follow a dream in shades of blue.
And what a catchy little song that is. That's Shades of Blue from Paul Weller. That's coming from his up-and-coming album, Fat Pop Volume 1, which is set for release on the 14th of May. But this track has been released, Shades of Blue, and was co-written with his daughter, Leah, who you can actually hear singing on the track. I think it's a great little number. I like it. Very mellow, very sort of bounces along. So we've reached the end of the show. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it immensely, and I love doing this. I love playing music and chatting to you all. and the comments that I get on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, but if you are on Facebook and you're not already part of the RadioCare group, check out RadioCare hosted by Mike Howard, and I can add you sort of on there. It'd be great to have more people on there. And on this little app where you're sort of listening, there's a little votes button so that you can say whether you like the show. Please give it a thumbs up and like it for me. And also on Spreaker and Spotify, please like the podcast if you do like them. That would just be great for me, so that I can sort of check the stats out. I get listeners from all over the world. I've got listeners in Australia, New Zealand, India, America, all over the UK, Romania, and I've even got some in South America that are listening. So yeah, please hit the like button if you're able to, and if you like the show. But join me next week. Next week is one of the special shows. I'm doing the alternative 80s. Now it's not sort of alternative as in stuff that's going to be too heavy for you. There was a lot of songs that were in the Indies charts that ended up going sort of more commercial, and a lot of the new wave stuff and the new romantic stuff featured with a lot of the electronic sounds with synthesizers and keyboards and things like that. So there's going to be some great songs played next week, so hopefully you can join me next Saturday. So all that's left for me to say is thank you again for joining me. Have a good week, stay safe, and tune in next week. And if you haven't been able to listen to the whole show, hope you're enjoying the podcast. Good night, take care.
I'd like you to welcome Mr. Neil Finn.
Shall I tell you about my life? They say I'm a man of the world. I've flown across every tide, and I've seen lots of pretty girls. Guess I got everything I need. I wouldn't ask for more, and there's no one I'd rather be. But I just wish that I had never been born. I need a good woman to make me feel like a good man should. I don't say I'm a good man, oh, but I would be if I could. I could tell you about my life, keep you amused, I'm sure, about all the times I've cried. I don't wanna be sad anymore, and I wish I was in love.
Mr. Neil Finn, man of the world. Thank you, Neil.
RadioCare is a quirky old-school radio show playing music from the 70s to present day. RadioCare wants to connect with you through music.